What are the criterias for investing in heavy equipment in your clinic? Either you are a starter or a middle road or a beginner. Have you ever thought about it? What makes us decide what should be our buying patterns? What should be the criteria which helps us in deciding whether you should invest in heavy equipment at the start or in the middle stage or not? What factors do we need to make sure when we have to go for such purchases? Hi, I'm Dr. Bhavdeep Ahuja. I'm a dentist, 23 plus years of experience, and along with dentistry, I'm training and coaching colleagues on the topics of practice management, medical legal aspects, ethics, consent, documentation, and finances in dentistry. So, in a recent query that I received on Messenger and on my YouTube channel, I was asked about this point, that what should be the criteria to make a premium purchase or a premium equipment purchase in our clinic. What exactly should be the factors we need to worry about or take into account before we go ahead with that. So I'll be addressing those in this video of mine today. So before I go ahead, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do so, because or else you will miss the notifications from me. Do not forget to hit the bell icon, because I keep on taking out videos every week. So answering the query, the primary thing is we are all living in a funny world today, a social media world which is laden with FOMO approach, fear of missing out. My neighbor has bought it, my competitor has bought it, so I should also buy it. So, what should be the criteria? I place those things primarily at two things. Number one, you need to go back to your record books. Record books means clinic record keeping, and just check out where is the primary source of your revenue coming from in your clinic. The simplest answer is that, for example, you might be a periodontist, but your primary income would be coming from Crown and Bridge in your practice. So you don't need to invest in a pizzodome or any piezo investment. Your first investment in that case may be a scanner. I mean, related to Crown Prep, Crown Bridge, or whatever. So your speciality does not describe your investment, but your record books too. On the flip side, just as a side note, somebody who's a beginner, the same criteria may or may not apply. They may have a clean slate, they don't have any record keeping. So for them, the basic thing is to start with the basic equipment, all the basic equipment, and not go with the heavy purchases in the start. Let the OPD settle down 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, and then take a call what exactly are the is the revenue coming from in the practice, and accordingly make the decision for the purchase. The number two factor which I always want you to take into account for such thing is the ROI potential, the return over investment potential. People have this notion that sometimes we need to always recover the investment as fast as possible. So you need to make sure any medical dental equipment whichever you are buying or planning to buy should will have a depreciation approximately in the range of 15% unless specified otherwise. But if your, you can say, your depreciation is more or less, which means that the average life is going to be 6 to 7 years minimum. So you don't need to worry about the immediate disbursal of the cost or immediate, you can say, anticipation of the same, that we will recover the cost same in a very, very quick time. Avoid doing that. Now, when we say that word ROI potential, which means that yes, this facility is doing good, this facility in our clinic is showing some promise, so maybe we can use the same to make our life easy ergonomically or in ways of making your life easy otherwise. So these are the two broad criterias I always tell colleagues to look into. Now the problem here is that people jump into this thing and immediately invest. Now, when you start investing in such things or buy such things, the primary thing is you don't buy it on cash. you buy it on a loan, and the hefty EMI is surely going to eat into your net carry home income. And for that, another addendum point, maybe third point you can add is, make sure that your overheads are never in the range of above 50%. Rare case borderline 55%. Overheads means all your expenses of your clinic, including the fixed and the variable cost. An average overhead for any clinic would be in the range of 45 to 55, average 55%. So the thing is, as you grow in practice, as you have a bigger practice, this thing is going to further increase. In the Western world, we have overheads as high as 75% as well, which means they carry home net 25% of the gross revenue they receive. So the bigger practice has its own woes, but whenever you have to calculate about buying, remember, calculate what are your current overheads, what are you carrying home right now from your gross income that is received, or the total collection that is received, and what dent is the EMI of that equipment which are you willing or wishing to buy is going to make in that overhead category. Now, the basic aim is never ever let all your loans cross, you can say, 25 to 30% of your gross income. But if you're already carrying home less because of a new clinic, because of, you can say, other loans going on, you need to make sure that you don't put another monkey on your back. A loan is a monkey on your back, whether you want to realize it or not. The problem with many people is that they don't think about the loans as a headache on their head. It is actually eating up into your profits. They go on investing. You have to make sure that only a certain percentage of the money goes back into business, and the criteria I have already told you. So make sure your loans are not eating up into that, and always allow one bigger loan to finish before you jump into the loan for another heavy equipment. So I hope you understand that Facebook dentistry, or the FOMO approach, fear of missing out, is not the answer. Rather, have a JOMO, joy of missing out. So it's not always about what you want, it is all about sometimes what you get also. So make sure that you don't make these mistakes, and do not jump the gun when you have to think about buying the equipment. I hope I have done justification to the query answered. Normally, I don't want to, you can say, answer in one or two lines. Always want to make a detailed video on that. So, if you like my answer, please do share with friends and colleagues, and let your friends know about this channel. This channel is a gift for all the doctors, especially the dentists as well, the dental fraternity. The channel has been made for them. And please do subscribe to my channel, and I shall see you in my one of next videos very shortly. Bye bye, take care.